Take a dataset of handwritten digits. 784 pixels per image means 784 dimensions. Gene expression data, 20,000 dimensions per cell. You know their structure in there, but you can't see it. UMAP takes that high-dimensional tangle and maps it to just 2 dimensions, preserving the structure that matters. The first step: for every point, find its k nearest neighbors. Let's say k equals 5. Pick a point, draw connections to the 5 closest ones. Now do the same for a point in a different cluster. Notice its neighbors are all from its own group. Build a full graph and look at the pattern. Dense within clusters, sparse between. Not all neighbors are equally close. UMAP captures this with a membership function, the strength P of j given I drops off exponentially with distance. Rho is the nearest neighbor distance, so the closest neighbor always gets membership 1. Then UMAP symmetrizes. If either point considers the other a neighbor, they connect. The result is a weighted fuzzy graph. Now start with random positions in 2 dimensions. Connected points attract each other. Non-connected points repel. UMAP minimizes a cross-entropy between the high-dimensional graph and the low-dimensional one. And as the optimization runs, watch, clusters emerge. So the full pipeline: raw data, build a neighborhood graph, convert to fuzzy memberships, optimize a layout. On the left, the original clusters. On the right, UMAP's embedding. Nearby clusters stay nearby. The global structure is preserved. And there's a deeper reason this works. Real-world data lives on a lower dimensional surface called a manifold, like points along a curved line embedded in a plane. UMAP treats each neighborhood as a small flat patch, then stitches the patches together and unfolds the whole thing. The name says it all: uniform manifold approximation and projection. And that's basically it. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and leave a comment if you have any questions. See you in the next one. Bye bye.